everybody, it's Charlie from DM Sound, and today we've got the sound system demo on the 2006 BMW E46 3 Series Convertible and its 11-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the quite basic and slightly faded infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, adjustments, controls, speaker locations, and then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning and you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And I recommend listening with headphones so you can hear exactly what I hear from the driver's seat. But before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. This is my personal 2006 330Ci convertible. Had it for about 6 months now, and it has been a bit of a roller coaster of an ownership experience. So we're actually taking it today to go get cleaned up at Fortitude Auto Detailing. You can see it is in need of a little bit of cleaning. But yeah, owning an E46 here in 2025 is definitely pros and cons. So if you do want to see more on it, check the link below. I'm also going to be doing a little review today of these new Kumho Extra Sport tires. They're summer performance tires that I put on here recently, so we're going to be talking about those. Yeah, love-hate relationship so far. I feel like that's what most E46 ownership is like. But check the link below if you do want to see more on the car. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV files, but today they're not on a USB stick plugged directly into the system. They're actually on a CD drive. I burned the WAV files onto a CD and they're playing through the system right now, so they should be nice and uncompressed. And I've got my Roland high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory default. So let's take a look at those now. Now I have the navigation system, which you can see does still work. We go over to here and go GPS navigation, down to map. Look at that, we've got an actual map. However, the LCD screen, the cover for it, the outer edge, if you will, is deteriorating from years and sun damage. You can get that swapped out. I haven't done it yet, still plenty functional, but it is something you can do. So let's go back to mode and get us back to our CD screen. And then we'll go to tone, which I could have done earlier, I suppose. On the top, you've got balance and fader, front, rear, left, right, and then adjustments for treble and bass. Let's go through those. Oh. That kind of threw the system through a little bit of a loop. That's actually all you have for audio adjustment. No sort of mid-range adjuster in there. For audio inputs, here in the E46, at least with this system, you have built-in AM and FM radio. I don't think it's HD radio. I've never seen an HD indicator pop up, so I don't believe that. So FM, AM, no Sirius XM built in. CD player. And typically speaking, that is it. However, I have installed a Blue Bus system into this car, and I'll put the link below to that, and you can see it right here. That gives me actual Bluetooth into my phone, allows me to play music, and gives me some other customization to the system as well. If I go right there, and you can see that it would show the track playing. It shows my engine temp and outside temperature, and does a few other customizations to the car. It was very affordable and very easy to install, so check the link below if you want to get yourself your own Blue Bus system. But like I said, we're doing this one with CD audio. Speaker locations. Now this one obviously changes a bit based on whether you have a convertible or a coupe or a sedan. And interestingly, as I said, I'm fairly certain this is an 11-speaker system. You see some say 10, some say 12. Again, depends on the configuration of your car. But here's what I've got. We've got a door mid-woofer there, 1, a mid-ranger and a tweeter up there, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other side. And then coming into the back seats, we've got, in the convertible, tweeter and mid-ranger, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, sorry, we're at 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you have a subwoofer in between the seats back there, giving you that 11th speaker. Now I think we've got, in the sedan, you get sort of 2 woofers in the deck, giving you that 12 speaker count. And somewhere you'll see 10, but I think it's because it's not counting that subwoofer. All right, we're not going to do a surround sound test, mostly because I couldn't burn those FLAC files to my CD. So we are ready to head out on the road. test a system that is so old, 20 years old at this point, even older, I guess, if you go back toward the beginning of the E46 generation, because you still notice some of the same elements in this Harman Kardon that I pick up on in the Harman Kardon and the 3 Series here in 2025. It's got a hollowness to it. It's got a vagueness in the mid-ranges and an imprecision that results in less than satisfactory sounds when you're kind of listening to more dynamic music. Now, if you're just looking for something that's kind of bass hit and some treble, yeah, it's fine. But when things get a little bit more dynamic like this, is when the system kind of falls apart. And I will say that this is going to be the worst listening experience of an E46 because it is a convertible. I am doing the test a little bit slower, trying to be a few miles per hour lower than we would typically on these tests to kind of make up for the extra wind noise or just road noise intrusion with a convertible. But nonetheless, here we are. For this next track, though, we're going to turn the bass all the way up, and hopefully I don't blow out my subwoofer, and we'll just see what happens. Well, first of all, I'm feeling it more from the door woofers, but I'm not getting much more out of the rear, just getting kind of a flop. That doesn't sound fantastic. Oh, I should point out that we're missing the muffin track because that was a FLAC file and didn't burn properly to the CD either, so we'll sub in one of these. My thoughts on the Harman Kardon sound system here in the E46. Now, I'm going to give my evaluation on the sound system itself, but also just kind of what it's been like having this system in a car now in 2025. Strictly sound speaking, it's like I said, it's kind of similar to older, or rather newer Harman Kardon systems. It's got that hollowness. It's got a decent amount of bass from that subwoofer right there, but lacking in the mid-range. It's too boomy. So, I mean, objectively speaking, across all sound systems, this is coming in around a C. It's, like I said, certain songs you can turn up, there's a decent amount of power, so you can kind of crank and listen to, but in general, it's lacking a precision to really be considered impressive. It's a higher C. It's a C+. The subwoofer helps, and the tweeters and everything. It's not a strictly average system, but it's not great. Now, for a convertible from 20 years ago, yeah, it's a solid B system. It's good enough. It's fun to listen to your music. It's not super impressive. I mean, you have to remember, even back in 2006, there were really impressive sound systems on the market. Audio quality isn't something that we're just now getting here in modern cars. It's been out there for a while, so this really wasn't that great for a luxury vehicle, even from 20 years ago, but it's fine. Now, in general, there are a few things that bother me with this system. For example, the auto sound leveling as you get going faster is too aggressive, and I don't believe it's adjustable. I haven't figured out a way to do that. So as you come to a stop, the music dramatically turns down, and then when you get going faster, it dramatically turns up. So I find myself having to make adjustments regardless of that kind of auto adjust. And like I said, having the Blue Bus Bluetooth has been a huge improvement. I didn't want to change out the head unit in the system. I wanted to keep a stock look, and that was a nice upgrade there. And yeah, it's nice having the steering wheel controls also. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on that Blue Bus system, check the link below. If you want to see more on the car in general, check the link below as well. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from DM Sound, and as always, drive on.